Hi everybody, today I'll be coming at you with a Hearthstone video. More specifically, I'm going to show off this little nifty deck right here. As it says in the name, Kithros made this deck and he took first place with it on the Manaburn North America tournament. He took first place on the 2nd of November, I believe. I'll show the deck list in the description and I'll show it in the video at the end of the video if you're interested. I tweaked it a little bit to fit my preferences, and you can fiddle about with it yourself to see what best fits your style. So without further ado, let's spin. As you can see, I'm in first star Masters, which isn't the highest level of play, but it's decent, I guess. Most of the opponents I get aren't completely new to the game. And quite often you find some decent constructed decks to play against. I've been having some good results with this deck, winning most of my games. Now watch me lose as we find an opponent. And there we are. We found a worthy opponent. Let's see who it is against. It's a priest. Most people think this is one of the most annoying classes to play against. Oh yeah, this is a fun opening. Coin the Fire's ringleader. Not digging these guys though. Let's put them back. Oh dear, got two of them. Could wait until turn 3 for some madness. Ooh, there you go. See, that's the opening all the priests want. You'd probably get a card from that and I'll have to bash 2 of my minions into it, which isn't ideal. How could I deal with this another way? Wait until next turn. Got 3 mana available. No, that still won't do anything. What we'll do is we'll do this anyways. There you go. Let him have that one card. See, this is why lots of people just hate playing against the priests, because of that opening. And I'll just keep drawing cards. He'll bash the priest into one of my minions, and then I'll heal it. Probably into this one, then heal it back up, and then we'll have to bash this guy into... no, he's gonna smite that and bash that into that. Oh, Shadowward Painted even. It's a great creature to use it on. There's usually a lot more targets. So you won't get card draw from that, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this. I would gladly trade my 1 card for your 2. Thank you very much, and you do not get to heal it. That's the end of my turn. So he kind of botched up the opening there. He could have bashed it into one of my minions that healed it back up and would have forced me to trade, and he would have got a card. Now he's playing Ironbeak Owl without anything to silence. That is also an odd play, to say the least. Now, what we play here... so he had 2 Northshire Clerics in his hand, which is great opening for a priest. I don't know why he put that one out though. No idea why. I think what we do here is we put out the Harvest Golem, and then we bash into the Owl. I'm fine with taking the 2 to the face, and then we end our turn. And he'll probably bash the Cleric into the Harvest Golem, or he might kill the Harvest Golem with something like maybe another Shadowward Pain. Would be exceptional if he did have that. And there we go. Now he's going to heal up the Cleric, and he'll put a taunt minion down so I can't get to the Cleric directly. He did. Oh, right. Oh, of course. He puts down a taunt, and then he can't heal that guy. So can we get to him directly? No, we've got lots of removal in our deck, but we're not drawing into it at the moment. Could give this some more attack to bash through it more quickly. I think we'll do that. He'll still get a card from it, which is a pity. But we're gonna force him to trade somehow. Bang. And there we go. The next turn that Warden is dead. He'll only get 1 card draw from the Cleric. I am assuming And that'll only leave him with 3 mana. There we go, he gets the card draw. Can still kill both of his creatures next turn. And gets one of my minions. See what he got. He may play the Ringleader now. If he did get it, wouldn't be a bad play on his part. Or he has something else. So this probably tells me he doesn't have the Ringleader, because he would have played it. And he's going for my face. Okay. Right. That's one way to do it. And he wants another one of my cards. That's fine. So I'm not a big fan of Mind Vision, because it's a card, it costs a mana, you get a card in return that doesn't usually fit your deck. And I can make both of my guys live here, but they're on... See, they're at the 4 mana sweet spot where they can't be removed by a priest. So I'm not too keen on buffing them up too much. I think I'm just going to get rid of this guy. I still get a 2-1 in return. And we can buff up that 2-1, not too much of an issue. So there, I would gladly trade right here. Yeah. Yeah, we do this trade. So I still get a minion in return. And now we get to buff these guys up. No, actually... I'm gonna buff up this guy. And we'll get some more Deuter guys on the field. There we go. Now watch him have Holy Nova. It's a good chance he does. See, that's the thing about Hearthstone compared to Magic the Gathering. Your deck is so small that there's a good chance you'll draw into your answers and into the cards that you need. Case in point, I can just bash my Argent Commander into his. And not lose too much value at all. I think that's what we're going to do here. Because that leaves me with more creatures on the board. Any other trade I would have to sacrifice one of my creatures. I don't feel like doing that. I feel like punching him in the face for a bunch of damage. And there we go. You don't have card advantage, but he's only got cards in his hand. Well, 2 of them that are also in my hand. I'm not sure that's doing much for him at the moment. Still don't know which cards they are, though. Well, that is one of them. I don't have Lord of the Arena. And this is where we get some more value out of our cards. We play the Shattered Sun Cleric to buff this guy up. Yeah, he'll die, but... we took care of his creature with 1 card, and that card isn't completely wasted because we still have a 3/3 presence on the board, and we get to bash him in the face for a bit more damage. What I should have done here first was play the Gnomish Inventor to see what I got. And we could have used that Eviscerate earlier, I guess, to take care of the taunt. I don't know. I think we're pretty good as far as board presence is concerned. We've still got some more minions in our hand that we can play next turn. It's a 3/5. I'll probably play something, eviscerate it, and bash one of my creatures into it. Is he gonna heal himself? Because I think if he is, this will be GG, and that's usually the last thing you do on your turn. Is he ending it? Because if he is, then I think we've got the game. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we can play... oh no, that'll fill up the board completely. I think we will do this. We'll do this. There, and take him down as such. And we bash him in the face. We'll see how much health he'll have left, which is none. We have won this game. Well played, Priest, although he did make some mistakes in his play, but that's how strong this deck is. All your minions have value. Everything you put on the board is more than just a body to bash into your opponent's face. You can draw cards with your minions, you can buff your other minions with your minions, you can deal damage to him, or one of their creatures with your minions. You've got some great synergies in this deck. So let's take a look at the deck list. And there you go, here is the deck list. We've got some backstabs which provide great synergy with the Kobold Geomancer, with the Defiance Ringleader, with Van Cleef, with the SI7 Agent, with the Azure Drake. I've got Deadly Poisons mainly for removal using your weapon. But again, that's also a cheap card that can trigger combos. Same with Eviscerate, and it's got a combo on itself, so you can play a card and a combo into another combo card. It gets buffed up by the Geomancer and by the Azure Drake. The Defiance Ringleader, most rogue decks run this one. The infamous turn 2 Hourtown Scrub, when you're going second, turn 1 I mean. Just turn 1, pop your coin, pop your Ringleader, combo goes off. You've got 4 damage on the board on turn 1, which is pretty strong. Again, Geomancer, I explain anything that does, it's a cheap spell power card, and again, it's just not a body that gets wasted on the board. You put it down, it's cheap, so later in the game, or even early, you can put it down and immediately make use of that spell damage, so you won't go to waste. Loot Hoarder draws you a card. He's got the choice, using one of his cards to remove it, and you get a card in return, bashing it in the face with another minion, which it often trades with, or at least weakens it. If he's got a weapon, he can punch it in the face with this weapon, which will take a charge off the weapon and put him some damage in his face, and in all of those scenarios you also get a card from it. Fantastic. Novice Engineer 1-2 is a bit weak for 2, but you draw a card. It's a deck thinner basically. You can use it as a target to you can use it as a target for one of your other minions to buff, such as a Dark Iron Dwarf or the Shattered Sun Cleric. It's a presence on the board. It's got 2 health. It's not too difficult to remove, but not very easy either. Most hero powers can target it directly and kill it in 1 turn, which is also very good. Van Cleef, you might not have this in your deck or in your collection. It's a legendary after all. You could replace this with a questing adventure or just another cheap minion, maybe a second Geomancer. It usually doesn't get played. I had it in my hand the last game, I think, and it just never got played because I never really had an opportunity for it, and we still won easily. Harvest Golem value. It's a 2/3 for 3, which you might think it's not too great, but again, you can buff it up. It'll trade with one of the enemy's minions, and you still get a minion in return, which you can in turn also buff up. It is great value. Shattered Sun Cleric as well. 3/3 on the board. Good presence. Give another friendly minion +1/+1. That second +1 on the health is also very important. Get some more survivability. And you can use this to push. It's good against Priest because you can use it to push other minions outside of the Shadowward Death or Shadowward Pain removal zone by giving them 4 attacks, such as a SI7 Agent. Great combo, great synergy with Backstab, Deadly Poison, Eviscerate. Removes creatures. It's value, guaranteed damage, guaranteed removal sometimes. Dark Iron Dwarf, +2 attack, same as Shattered Sun Cleric basically. It's still a 4/4 on the board. It pushes the early game minions out of removal range from a Priest, which is very prevalent in the metagame right now. Yeah, just all of these are just such great cards. Defender of Argus, same thing. It's the only taunt in the deck, but that's just secondary basically, that taunt. It's not what this deck relies on to prevent damage. You usually use your creatures to trade up, and use your spells as well to remove enemy threats. Gnomish Inventor, got a big butt. It's got 4 in the back with 2 in the front. It draws you a card. It can be buffed up very nicely. It's competent in combat, not easily removed. Solid card. Azure Drake, probably one of my favorite cards in the game. Gives you spell damage, draws you a card. It's a 4/4. It is so much value. If this gets removed right away, you won't cry about it. You've still got your card. It is fantastic. Argent Commander. This is basically removal that sticks around on the field to present a threat to the enemy. use it to get rid of those late drops. I often drop this at turn 6 when the bigger creatures come out. It trades so well. It doesn't die to creatures that have got lots of attack in the front. It is a solid card. Well, there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and go out there and play some.